Hi guys, I'm back for round 6 I believe. I'm actually doing this video in my work area, the back of the shed. What I think I might do, I might just do an expose on vintage Lockwood padlocks from the 80s and 90s. I was going to start with the 232. This is actually the one I sent to William Mansell, and he actually picked it on video. When he picked it, he was under the impression that it had spools because of the deep sets. But what actually, they don't have spools. What they actually have, these little 232s. The actual key pins have really long bevels on them. I was trying to find a long one so I can give you an idea. Yeah, I think it's one here. I'm not sure if you can catch that. Bloody camera. Yeah, there's actually a fairly long bevel on that key pin, which would give you the tendency to get the impression they could be spools in the lock, but in actual fact they're pretty much standard in that aspect. Just give you the rundown. This is basically what you see there is an exploded view of the padlock. Obviously this is the body. Yeah, it's pretty much a miniature version of the 234 padlock. And BDS make a clone of the 234. These are the ones I send out occasionally, the locksmith form. Yeah, but the 232 is actually just a smaller version of that. Same components, but on a smaller scale. I'll show the parts as we go. But that's the actual body. Obviously the plug goes in here. There's two holes on the back. This one here, that's the hole for the core retaining pin. Just bear with me as I do this. I'm trying to look through the camera doing this. It's awkward. Yeah, it's a little brass pin that goes in there, and once that's in there, it's just a matter of putting the cap on and hammering it down just above the edge or the top of the body, then lynching it off to finish. That part there, actually, yeah, this body, actually the lighting is bloody shocking. I mean, my fluoro lights behind me, I'm getting sort of shadows, but anyway, that plug covers that. Same sort of principle. Yeah, you knock it in there and just keep it a little bit shy above the edge so you can get a bit of meat to linish off. That's a shackle, and same sort of theory. There's a shackle retaining pin and a little, it's very hard to see, it's just another plug. That's the obviously the shackle spring, gives you the tension on the shackle. This part is the locking pole for the shackle. Obviously, yeah. Anyway, it's just, it falls into there when it's inside the lock. That goes, there's a spring goes into there, and that goes into there, obviously. The plug, which is in turn operates that locking pole. The rest is pretty much basic. It's you can see them. So it's the driver springs and the driver pins themselves. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. But as I said, that is actually a very miniature version of the 234. Next time I'm down the track, I might do the 234 and show what's involved with that padlock. But I was talking on the video before about back in the day, not being able to get parts from Acer Abloy, but I have the pinning kit, the complete kit for the 232s, which it's totally irrelevant. It's basically a paperweight. They don't manufacture them anymore, and no one would bother to get them repaired. So that's the type of kit I got from Acer Abloy, probably 95, 96 I reckon. It's got all the shackle springs. They're all the assortment of driver pins, 1 to 4. Key pins, sorry, 1 to 4. They're the plugs that gets capped into here at the end. They're all driver pins, driver springs. They're the plugs for the shackle and the core holes. Oh, come on. Yeah, those ones are for the chamber, to plug the chamber when it's all pinned up, and they're either the shackle, the plug or the shackle retainer pin. But like I said, it's a glorified paperweight now. I'm never going to use them, so. But yeah, obviously I'm not going to throw them away. It's a bit of a keepsake, but that's just the kind of stuff you could buy from back in the day from Ogden Industries. But alas, not available from Acer Abloy. Not that you would be able to buy this stuff anyway. This is from the old days of vintage padlocks. I've got a kit on for the 234s and the 245s as well, which again, actually the 234s I can still use. They come in handy because I can use them on the BDS 234 clone. Anyway, that's basically the components and the structure of the 232 padlock. And I actually had to, you can't get these, well, I don't have them in locksmith form. They used to make them in locksmith form when you do a high turnover of the 232 padlocks, but I had to get the magnifying glasses out and drill the plugs and put a fine extractor to remove all the plugs and the chamber and the shackle and the core. Excuse me. Yeah, it turned out pretty well. The holes are still in perfect condition, so I think I dodged the bullet with that, considering the actual size of it. I've still got a few of those, new old stock from the 80s and 90s. So, but yeah, like I said, they're a keepsake. No one really wants them anymore. They go to Bunnings and get a cheap Abloy or a little master for the letterbox or whatever. But that's that anyway. One more thing before I shut this video down, because the timing was shocking. I actually ordered the pizza and he said 45 minutes, so and I thought I'd do a quick video, but you got here in 20 minutes, so I've got a pizza in the background getting cold, so I'll finish this video shortly and get stuck into that. Reason being, I didn't get home till probably 6 o'clock, 6:30 tonight from working. So anyway, this one's for Gary Romain. He said that he lost a spring on a 002, and he made the comment it's probably 22-year-old lock. So I can't imagine it being the version 3, the latest version. This is the latest version, 001. It's got the safety little window for this red or green to show if it's deadlocked or not. Just in case, I'll point it out anyway. The only springs that came with that, or comes with this lock, that could possibly fly out is the oh, yeah, coughing again. The main tongue latch return spring, which is that one. And the only other spring, if you can see that, is here. That's the deadlock function plunger return spring, but they wouldn't fly out unless you actually physically pried it out with a screwdriver. So I doubt it was that. So what I'm thinking, he might have probably the version 1, the old 001, 002. 002 is exactly the same as the 001. The only difference is the hub is just a plain hub or a plain lever. This is the 001, hence it's got the lockable hub. It's a very early version of that beast. The only spring in there is the hub return spring, which you've actually got to physically take the hub off to get to that, so that wouldn't fly out. So I don't think that's the one that's gone. What I'm thinking, it might be this return spring for the latch assembly. There should be actually 2 springs. Should be another one up here as well. But that's the one I think maybe he's has gone missing, or this one, but I doubt it. They come in 2 different styles. This is a later one of the version 2. They made 2. This is the latest of the version 1. 001. That's got a little circlip, so that spring wouldn't come out unless you actually remove that circlip. The other earlier one, 001 version 1, well, they had that same spring setup, but it was peened over with a washer. So yeah, I'm not sure. If you could let me know, Gary, which spring that has gone disappeared. If it was this one here, we'll call this number 1 for the sake of convenience, and that one number 2. And that's off the latest version, 001, 002. So call that number 3. So, or go with this one and call that number 4. So anyway, we'll work it out eventually. Just let me know which spring that's gone walkabout, so and see if I can help you out in some way. But anyway, I could call quits on this video. That pizza's getting cold, I know. I can smell it here. It smells good. It's 10 to 8, or nearly 5 to 8 evening time here in Adelaide. So I call it quits on this video, and until the next one, I guess just take care, and I'll catch you later. Bye.